it's Ellie. Welcome back to another Sims 4 apartment speed build. So today I am building in one of the bigger apartments in San Myshuno. I can't remember which, what the apartment name is, but it's one of the two-story ones. I think there's only like 2 or 3 two-story ones, and then there's a 3-story apartment. I am doing one of the 2-story ones, and actually there is a Sim family who already lives in this apartment. They are a power couple of some sort. I can't quite remember their names either. It's like the FENG'S or the Yangs or some. I think it's one of those. But yeah, they live here together, just the two of them. I believe the guy is a politician, and then the woman is a businesswoman. So yeah, they're kind of a power couple, like I said. And also the Sim description for them says that they are trying to take over the Sim world, so that's a thing. So basically I gave them a really expensive looking home. It's pretty modern looking, and it has some nice color schemes in my opinion. Color schemes that I don't normally do, which is the thing. I never go with dark walls, hardly ever, like a black wall. And then I also have black flooring, and a lot of the furniture is black, but I break it up with some whites and oranges and some blue, I think is the other color that I use a lot. It's more like a minty-ish blue, I think. I can't even remember. It's been a long week, okay? Anyway, so I used a lot of the fitness stuff pack items and a lot of the vintage glamour stuff items. And I don't know why those things don't really go together that well, but that's what I decided to use. So I think it turned out pretty different, pretty alright. See, the thing is, I only just got the fitness stuff pack. I don't know why I've been putting it off, but I really didn't care about all the treadmills and stuff. Like, with most of the stuff packs, there's, you had like the bowling stuff pack. I think that was the stuff pack, wasn't it? Maybe not. I don't remember, but the other stuff packs usually have some kind of gameplay element that I also really wanted to have. Like the toddler stuff pack has the play dates and the huge jungle gym equipment. Well, the fitness stuff pack just wasn't that interesting to me, to be honest. I didn't care about the rock climbing wall thing or I just didn't really care about it, so I never bothered getting it until now, and that's only because I really, really wanted the furniture inside, because the furniture is cool, and I just felt like I could use it in a lot of different houses. Some of it, anyway. Some of it is really extreme, but yeah. I'm going for pretty, like, all orange right now, but I do end up changing that to include more colors and look better. And I don't use like all of the fitness items in one living room, because that's what it kind of is ending up like right now. The one thing I really do like though of this house is the bar that I put just in front of the stairs. I feel like for some reason that just works perfectly. I don't know if your Sims can walk to the bathroom door if there's a bartender behind it, but it's fine because you can walk around. I put another door through this giant room that I have in the corner, which is actually an office that I'll make later. And yeah, so one bad thing happened with this house, and I'm actually kind of upset about it. Quick backstory. Lately, my cat has decided that he likes to lay on my computer, and my power button is kind of on the top of my computer. It's just, it's very easily accessible, and every time he would jump down, he started turning off my computer, which was, great when I was building a sim house and I hadn't saved it yet. So what happened was I ended up losing, I think, most of the downstairs, I want to say, is just gone because I didn't save it and he turned off my computer in the middle of my build. So I had just finished, though, this is the ironic part, I had literally just finished the downstairs and had only put down the floors and walls of one of the bedrooms. I think I put a bed and a dresser in, and that was all. So when he turned off my computer and I realized the whole downstairs was missing, I kind of just decided I didn't care, and I just continued recording the upstairs even though the downstairs is now empty. And so because of that happening, I'm probably not going to have any screenshots for this build. It's still kind of early in the week. If I have time, I will try to go back and build it the way I wanted to, and then I can upload it and I'll take the screenshots and all that stuff. But if I don't have time, I'm not going to bother. You can see the house in the build, so you don't really need to see the screenshots afterwards. It's not going to be the end of the world anyway. So yeah, sorry about that. I probably also won't upload it to the gallery if I don't go refurnish the downstairs, but you know, the build is cool. The speed build, right? So what I did for the downstairs was I made a giant office, like I mentioned, and then I also made a gym, a home gym, in the other side. And then there's 3 bedrooms upstairs, 1 master bedroom, and then 2 guest rooms. I didn't make any children's rooms in this one because there aren't any children here in this house with this couple. I did make one of the rooms sort of more teenager-ish. It just has a brighter style and everything, so it's fine. It's not that crazy. Like, it will work fine for any sim that stays over, I guess, or any sim that you decide to add to this family. At first, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with these 2 rooms here, but I thought the small room made a better gym, and then I realized I should make a giant office for the other room because of their careers, and I could just, they can sit in their giant office and make plans to take over the world together. And I gave the home gym a little shower in there, which I think it's pretty tucked away. I like it over there. I think it looks cool. And then I also put the TV in because I remembered that with the fitness stuff back, you can work out to the television, you know, like watch a fitness show or whatever. So I decided to put in the TV and they can do their cardio and the treadmill and their strength on the other thing. I don't know what that other thing is called. And then they can do like stretches and stuff with the TV or whatever they want to do. And yeah, that's about all I have to say about the build, to be honest. So I guess I'm going to spend the rest of the time giving you a quick update on this dog, Jake, who is I take care of an elderly lady who has Alzheimer's, and she has a dog named Jake. I mentioned it in a previous video. I think the last speed build I did, probably I talked about him. But yeah, I'm trying to help that dog out. I made some slight progress, and then it was all just washed away. Here's what happened. I think I mentioned how she would microwave his food before she gave it to him, which was gross, and it was turning into mush. And so the other day I took his gross mush food that he hadn't eaten by the time I got there, and I threw it in the trash, and I got him a new bowl of dry food with a little bit of soft food on it. I don't know why this dog gets soft food. He's too fat for soft food, but he wouldn't eat it otherwise. So I gave him a bit of soft food, and I encouraged him to eat, and he ate about half of it, which I thought was a good sign. And then the lady came over and saw that half his food was eaten, picked it up, realized that all the dry food was still, it was like hard dry food. So she went over to the sink and put warm water in it. I was just like, oh no. This dog, he's a big dog. I realize some people have to sort of make their hard food softer for their dogs, if they're like small and they choke a lot, things like that. But this dog has none of those problems. He's just got this terrible mush food that nobody can. Oh, the poor guy. He just has mush food all the time. Also, she keeps trying to give this dog Jello and stuff. I walked in the other day. I had to check on her in the evening because her mother was out of town. So I went over in the evening to make sure, the stove was off and everything was settled for the night. And she had on a tray of, on like a circular cooking tray, she had a small dish of strawberry Jello parfait. It has it's just Jello and like a cream mixture basically, and in another small dish, some homemade applesauce that she made the other day. And so I'm looking at this tray like, what was going on here? And so I kind of asked her about it, and she says that, oh, that bugger Jake, he didn't eat any of this Jello that I gave him. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, no. She keeps trying to give him food, and I'm so glad this dog doesn't actually eat it. That's just a miracle. He knows it will make him sick. He's like, that's like the only smart thing that this dog has ever done, I swear. Because he doesn't eat it. My dogs, if you gave them anything, it does not matter if it would make them terribly ill or not, they are going to eat it. They don't care. They just want to eat it. But this dog, he was like, nah, I don't think so. And that's just incredible. And I'm so glad that he doesn't eat food that makes him sick, because otherwise I think he would probably just be dead, to be honest. And that sounds horrible. It's so horrible, but it's true. Speaking of horrible, this story, she told me this story once, the lady, and I was kind of concerned at first, but it's not actually as bad as it sounds. It's a story she told me about a woman she used to work with who had, I think, an apple farm or something, and they had some, in her words, 3 black gentlemen who worked with them. And, so she says this, and I'm like, oh God, what story is this going to be? And she's telling me how she and this friend of hers, they went to get everybody sandwiches for lunch, which they bought. And she spends about 10 minutes of the story freaking out that they spent so much on the sandwiches. How could you ever pay that much for sandwiches? Can you imagine buying sandwiches like that? And so after she's done freaking out about that, she gets to the next part of the story where they brought the sandwiches back to all the workers, and her friend gives the 3 guys that she mentioned their sandwiches, and then they have to eat in the warehouse, and all the other workers get to eat out with her and her friend and that kind of thing, and that's as her friend wants. And so she's telling me this story, and she's nearly in tears at this point about how those 3 guys had to go sit in the warehouse alone and eat their lunch, and isn't that so terrible? And the first time she said this next part, I was very shocked, but let me just preface it beforehand by saying It's not as bad as it sounds, and I'll explain why afterwards. But she says to me, oh, these 3 guys, they were just so clean and nice, and that sounds horrible. Out of, like, if you don't know her, that sounds horrible what she just said. But I've come to realize that she says that a lot of people are clean and nice. It doesn't matter, like, what race they are or what gender or anything, that she just says that about random people. Like, oh, they're just so clean and nice, and I don't, it's such an odd thing to say. And like I said, the first time I heard it, I kind of thought it was like a racist thing, you know, but it's not. And I was surprised by that, to be honest, because most people her age are they're just not the most tolerable people, to put it nicely, as nice as I can. But she has told me the same story multiple times, and she's nearly in tears every time she tells me it. And so, I don't know, it's just, those kind of stories are just always interesting to hear, I think. And definitely one of those things that could be taken seriously out of context if you didn't hear her talk on a regular basis. So yeah, fun adventures at work all around. And I think that's about the end of the build, though. I'm just working on this last room here, and then I do the bathroom. Do I do the bathroom? Oh my gosh. Did I do the bathroom? I think so. I think I'm about to do it after this. I can't quite remember, but yeah, that's about the end of the build. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel, because I post the Sims videos every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye!